Tens of thousands of farmers are continuing their protest against planned government reforms of the sector in India. They've camped out for the past week on key highways leading to the capital Delhi with tractors, trailers and food trucks. After an inconclusive round of talks earlier this week, farm leaders and the government are meeting again on Thursday, while the BBC's Nitin Srivastava reports.
Farmers in India are angry. Tens of thousands have travelled hundreds of miles, swarming the borders of India's capital and blocking highways.
I
assure you that we will die but not let our lands be taken. We don't care about winter. Our elders are strong and we have enough ration and medical supplies to support us in this crisis.
Protesting farmers want the government to withdraw a recent law allowing private players to buy their produce. They are also apprehensive because the existing government policy of guaranteeing a minimum price for selling crops is missing from the new law. Violent clashes between farmers and police have now matured into a massive peaceful protest. They feel that the government should have consulted each one of them before taking such a big decision which affects their livelihoods, their families and their farmlands.
If the local procurement system is abolished, then the farming produce will rot and there won't be any buyers. Even if someone offers to buy, the price offered will be far less. We'll be left without any choice but to sell below cost.
While the government insists that farming reforms will grant more freedom to farmers in selling their produce to private companies, including multinationals, a sense of insecurity remains.
Promise of a higher price for the farmer, the promise of eradicating middlemen from the market, the promise of linking you with the world value chain and getting you a better income in the long run. All these have not been able to impress the farming community in any form. The farming community instead, they have had very bitter lessons from such promises from governments in the last 25 to 30 years.
Earlier this week, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau expressed support for protesting farmers. The Indian government reacted sharply, saying it's an internal matter. As the protests continue, finding a middle ground looks a daunting task. Nitin Srivastava, BBC News, Delhi.